All right, what's up, everybody? Gonna do just a quick run through some updates on the account, and then close this one out. So, um, to avoid hitting, pattern day trading, I'm currently stuck in this trade here. Fortunately, it looks like it's pretty much break even. We're looking at $24, so no real concern there. But what I'm seeing on Apple. So Apple this morning it pushed up and it was actually going down. So I was thinking, okay, we're gonna want to hit the sell side down here, but it has since rallied and looking for it to get above this gap here. When looking at the 1 hour, slow climb out, we've got this gap, and then let me see, 6130, 61, yeah, and then just made this one today. So I got in around here on this candle going up, coming out of this, still sitting inside of this area here. So looking for this to get above the midpoint and, see if we can push higher. So that's Apple. Tomorrow I'm going to drop the put. I'll get rid of that. Amazon, just continuation on this one. Was holding the put and then flip sides on this one. This one, I believe, was to match up with the IRA. So bullish here. Continuing on Boeing, a little salty about this one, but this one's just been finicky. Sitting in this range, we're up. Then it was pushing down yesterday with that massive run, and then today it was pushing up. I exited out of the calls, and then look in the day and dumping. So looking to just take in the IRA. I got out of my call, and I'm looking to just see this deliver here and maybe see what else it has in it. If it breaks through, looks like no, yeah, the weekly would be too far. If it breaks through here with some speed, then I'm gonna look to see it. See if we head down here. So that's Boeing. You'll see that put when I head over to the IRA. Coin still holding. Coin for the most part, upper half, daily gap. Still looking for 214.39, so no change there. Possibly could move the stop loss up here, but I feel like that's not giving it enough room to run. So we go down here. Yeah, and this is kind of based on the hourly. So yeah, if we break through here, then I think really here. Yeah, this one, depending on where we're sitting at tomorrow, how it reacts overnight, because what could happen overnight could pull back into here, and then we see the push out of there. So this one I'll assess in the morning if we're going to continue on. Google, yeah, got out of puts. Big strong push up yesterday, and I want to say I had something on for this in the IRA. Yeah, had the calls on. So just holding the calls from yesterday. We got the push. Hit this mark. That to me is that's the market structure shift right there. So now, just get rid of that. Tomorrow we get a pullback into here. This will be another entry, and then see if we can push higher. Next target is going to be here. and then right there. So that's Google. Microsoft still holding. Looks like this pulled back today, but as you can see, we're still above this gap. Couldn't quite clear this one, but looking to see this push up and through this gap here. And then from there, we'll be able to see this 423. But if not, then we're going to possible consolidation on this one, but still holding. NVIDIA. Based on, we've now filled this gap. So now that we've filled the gap, now looking to see some continuation higher on this. We've taken, sell side, from here to here, and now pushing up. This right here is market structure shift. So looking to see if we can continue to the upside. As you can see, we got, there was no back and forth around these price levels. And then earnings came out, big sell. Well, let me not say big sell. Nice little sell off. And now looking to see if we can, clean this up. Got sell side delivery. Let's see if we can get the buy side delivery. So looking to fill this range and long-term goal 197. See if we can get back up there. And then finally with Tesla, Tesla seeing some resistance here. Bodies are respecting the lower half of this gap, so something to be mindful of. But we did take the relative equal lows here, pushed up today. Did not have a close above the high today, but the fact that it peaked out of that and then pulled back. Still the possibility of this going lower. If you look at, EMAs, still below both. So would like to have seen this closed up here so we can at least reclaim one of them. But overall, when we look at the hourly, holding here, and this is a result of bouncing out of this gap here. So maybe we'll see this pull back, hit back into this gap, and then push higher. So we'll just continue holding there. Trying to, outside of Meta, I mentioned this in a previous video, just trying to focus on utilizing the Mag 7 and possibly, some financials, just because Mag 7 is, I think, only 3 industries. Yeah. Or 4, was it? Information technology, consumer discretionary, and then communications. So exposure to 3 sectors. But since these are the big movers, I'll be looking to, take some solid plays within those. As far as Dow, ExxonMobil, Dow, let's see, why did I give Dow is just pulling back. I think for this, I just had a very poor entry. I got in on this pullback thinking it was going to head higher, and I think there was an hourly gap that I was looking at. It's currently in this gap here, but I'd say for Dow, probably just going to look for this to pull back. Yeah, because it came out of this weekly here, so we get rid of that, get rid of that. So use this weekly gap. This came off the weekly, rallied last week, now pulling back for this week, looking to form a new gap. But what this could do, oh, it looks like it bounced out of it today. Yeah, so came down, hit this gap. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes. I think my entry just up here was just poor, so it kind of put me in a bad space. for this position, but this would have been a nice re-entry point coming off here and then getting that little bounce going into the end of the day. And then finally, ExxonMobil. Yeah, this one's kind of just, it hit my stop loss. I saw it heading towards stop loss before I even had to let go off. So that one's just there. But what I'm now going to look to see, we've got this weekly, see how it acts within this gap, and that will determine where we go from here. So it's like, I mean, if we had to project, you know, you could take from this leg all the way to, no, I wouldn't take that. Let's see. This one would be better looked at on the month. Yeah, so see, right now, here to here is the range. Big gap right here. So if we get back into this zone, this area, let's see what that is. 121.80 to 138. Yeah, staying in the upper half of that would be fantastic. So that's close out on the Roth. Small loss today, $138. When we look at the IRA, I closed out of UNH the other day. Or was that today? Yeah, closed out of UNH today. Looking for something stronger. So MU. Came down. We took the relative equal lows. Aggressive push from this weekly gap here. And then we reached up. We took the buy side today. I cut the one contract that I had, but now looking for this. Yeah, this gap to hold. And see if we can get some continuation higher. Managed to get above one of the moving averages. And then we'll just wait to see. We do have earnings coming up March 18th. So hoping to make this a quick one and reach up here, get to this 436. But we have, what's it? Yeah, we got a week to get there. This one might try something different. Just put protective, some puts on it, and then just protect my position. Apple went over. AMD, just continuation. AVGO. Let's see what we got here. So big push on AVGO. Ran through the buy side liquidity. Pulled back. Where was my entry on this? 3.9 before the close. Here it is. This was our entry, price pushed up, took the buy side liquidity, pulled back, and just holding this one for continuation. Boeing, already spoke about. Google, Intel. Let's see what's happening with Intel. Yeah, so Intel pushing a bit harder than others. Rallied today, pulled back, took this buy side, looking for 51 position. No, I already took one contract off, so no real change on this. Meta had a stronger pullback. This one was at 63% this morning, now sitting at 30. Took the sell side here, looking to take the buy side up here at 672. And let's look under the hood on this one. Yeah, so we'll just take this, move this over here. One, rallied up today and pull back. So no real change to that. Still bullish. Microsoft already went over. STR, MU, target. All right, MSTR. Yeah, still holding this area. No change. Stop loss down here. Still looking for 165.72. Actually, might lower this. We'll see where we're at once we get to here. So yeah, now looking for it's 11-point move, 149. On strategy, we got that. Micron, similar, entered in here. Looks like pullback on the day. So looking for it to hold this area. Keep going. No changes. Owen Semiconductor. All right, so yesterday, close above this engulfing candle. Close above this candle's high here. Still inside the daily gap. And then looking at what transpired. 1 hour gap came down into that. And that would have been hit first 15 minutes of trading. Get into the play. Rallied. Pull back similar to a lot of other stocks. So just holding that one for continuation. And then, Pfizer. Yeah. Big push from Pfizer. No changes here. We'll probably going to assume this would be where the next take profit for our contracts will be. So going to add an alert. So no change here. Looking for this to continue higher. And then last but not least, entered a target position. So target pushed up out of this daily gap. And out of the big runners today, I like this setup on this one the best. Post earnings, so don't have to worry about that. Holding the upper quadrant of this gap. Highlight that here. So upper quadrant, very bullish, above both moving averages. Just need more momentum, and we can push through to 127.06. Where did I get this? Yep, there we go. All right, that's it. Hope you all found this insightful. Oh, and I saw this ConocoPhillips leap on. Let's see what that's doing. Okay, so shares. Yeah, big hit on this today. Minus 113, and then leaps, but still within this gap. So watch it to see what happens here. I've got stop loss here. That's what, $7 a share. So sometimes 40, 280. Yeah, so this at best we lose roughly 300 on this position, but not too worried about it. But that's all for today. Hope you guys found it insightful, and I'll give you all an update tomorrow. Oh, before I go, closed out of American Express puts. Let's see, this one. Yeah, just not liking the movement on this. CRM holding, but not liking how the price is moving. This I'll look to re-enter. I'll see how this behaves tomorrow. Dow, we already spoke about. NEM, I was in puts. Wells Fargo. Yeah, NEM pushed up, but that invalidated my put idea. So possibly see this rally back up to the highs. And we're looking at here. So yeah, we can get above here. That'd be a good take profit level, and then needs to close this gap. So we'll probably look to get back into this. And then finally, Wells Fargo. Yeah, inside day, not really liking the movement. It was pushing down, then pulled back, but I'm not too confident in this trade, so have no problem cutting it. So that's everything for today. I'll follow up on these positions tomorrow, and best of luck to y'all, everyone's trading.